Hey guys, what's going on? Triple T Dog here, and I just want to make a little bit of a random. This one should be possibly a short random update video. Half the time when I do these, I just go on like a 15 to 30 minute rant about bullshit and whatever. But I want to make an update because I did notice this, and I've been trying to adjust it, but I can't seem to fix it. But I think I may have fixed it. Um, what happened is a lot of the recordings, my microphone has been hitting a really bad peak, like static pop or something like that. In a lot of videos, when I start to get really loud, hopefully it's fixed. Um, I was trying to do something with the settings and adjust it to where it was suppressing the air conditioning noise in the background. But a lot of times with the game audio, that usually you rarely notice it. But unless it's quiet like this, you might be hearing it now. And it's kind of a little bit of a buzz in the back, and there's not a whole lot I could do about that because it gets really hot in this room. But apparently, with the suppression that I had on it was like trying really hard to suppress me as well when I got really loud. Because the microphone, when I'm recording a lot of games, is like right in my face. I could move it away, but I think no matter what, it was gonna peak if I got to a specific point with my volume. So I hate to say that there's a lot of footage that is going to have that. A majority of I think I don't know when I started to have that setting put on, but just expect most of any part of Dark Souls 1 to have it. A big majority of Dark Souls 2. And if it happens at all in Devil May Cry when that gets uploaded, because that will be uploaded, and Rogue Trooper Redux. I apologize for both that quality in your ears, but there wasn't much I could do in post to fix that since all of the audio and video are all recorded as one. I'm not somebody who does like the whole separate stuff. I probably should, but I knew this was an ongoing problem, but I thought I would fix it, but I hadn't been able to. And this time I just said, fuck it. I'll just say I'll have the background noise and just up a little bit of the game audio to where it shouldn't be that bad. And during cutscenes, if it's like a serious playthrough, sometimes John talks and stuff, and so, but I'll try to remain quiet for the most part. And like really important cutscenes, if we're playing like a big story-based game, so the buzzing doesn't happen too much. And if I can, I will try to have the AC off for some of the gameplay stuff, but I can't, promise that one due to the fact that it gets hot as hell in this room, this office area that I work in. That's pretty much a bedroom, but also an office space. Pretty much is at this point. Very little sleeping happens in this room, but it gets hot because of all this equipment. But I do appreciate it, and I'm sorry again for you guys' ears, headphones, and all that stuff for the mic peaks at times that might make some of the videos as well as some of the series are a little bit unwatchable. Like I said, I'm not sure if any of the Tales have that. I'm not sure if any of the Fallout that I have recorded in the past has had that. I don't know about Stalker. When I start editing those, I'll know, or if not, when I get back to editing that. But Devil May Cry, when that starts to get uploaded, I apologize. I've already beaten the game, but you may hear some pops and stuff when I get real loud and all that excitement, because it definitely hits a lot in Dark Souls, possibly 1. I don't remember if I did it in 1 or not. I may have changed the setting in midst of Dark Souls 1, so maybe in the beginning you don't know. Or I may have changed it when I finished Dark Souls 1. I can't remember. But just definitely forewarn that in Dark Souls 2 and when I go through, when Devil May Cry 1 and Rogue Trooper, those I will have to apologize for that. If there's any more that pop up, I do apologize for those videos as well that may have that. Like I said, from this point on of any new recording, I have turned that completely off, so it should not pop. If it still continues to pop, and I will try to monitor some of my newer recorded videos after this update video and after I've turned the setting off, I will monitor and see if that was the problem. If it's not, then it might be just a microphone problem. I don't know. And if that's the case, I might have to start moving it a little bit further away. I might have to just try to calm it down a bit. I don't know. I'm not usually crazy yelling, but there are those moments of like, holy shit, something's going on. Holy fuck. Whatever. So like I said, I'm sorry about that, and I apologize. And it is looked at and is being fixed. I make it sound like I'm some freaking like guy who develops a game. Like, we're looking into the problem and we will fix it. It's like, but no, I hate that it was that a lot of footage has been pretty much fucked up, and part of me is discouraged, like, where I don't want to upload it, but I don't want to replay because it was a first time playthrough. And when you watch the end of Rogue Trooper, when that eventually uploads, and when you watch the end of Devil May Cry, it's painful to watch if you when you guys get to that, because I struggle horribly. But you will see why I would not want to replay it, because I don't want to put myself through that again, just because of my lack in skill. Rogue Trooper might be a lack of skill. Devil May Cry is definitely a lack in my ability in fighting games, or hack and slash games. I'm sorry. But yeah, that should be it for me. Like I said, just be on the lookout, and I apologize at the parts that have that. Um, like I said, I'm not sure if I did it at all in the Dark Souls videos. I don't know if I got loud enough and it happened in the Fallout videos, but I know for sure it's in the Dark Souls 2, and it's possibly in the Devil May Cry stuff. I'm not sure how bad and how frequent. That's the only problem. I just know it's there, and it'll be noticeable for when the time hits. So I do appreciate you guys' patience. I do apologize again. I just hate when that technical crap happens. Really, sometimes you don't mean for it to happen. But the fact that I recorded, let me see here. I can actually pull it up and tell you how many videos I've recorded. 30 videos, about 28, 29 videos. I'm just doing like a quick estimate so far of Dark Souls. Now, from after a certain point, I'm now going to fix it for the rest of the Dark Souls, because I'm actually on my last session to record, and I should be done with it according to John, depending on how my progress is. But don't be surprised. Luckily, Devil May Cry 1 and Rogue Trooper aren't a very long series, and so it's not like it's a large amount of videos that are going to go up that are going to break your ears if that popping happens. But I'm still like real upset that even happened. Luckily, I'm catching it and I'm trying to work it before I get back into re-recording, or not re-recording, but going back to recording some of my main series like Tales, and eventually Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, and anything else that I may or may not do. I don't know. But like I said, I do apologize for that. Hopefully when Devil May Cry 2 starts, and so on, and anything else I do from now on should not have that problem. So I do appreciate you guys dealing with that and putting up with that. I'm sorry. Like I said, I am aware of it. If anybody, and you guys will probably comment and be like, this has popping and issues, and I'll be like, well, this update video, hopefully it answers your question. But if you guys don't watch the video, then I will of course respond in the comments saying exactly this, that I'm aware of it, but everything's already been recorded and I fixed it, or hopefully I fixed it in the coming videos, the newer recorded footage. I also apologize for people who watch on stream, because sadly that shit happens on stream. Now, it's not as bad. I don't think I might be blowing it out of proportion, being like it's a massive thing, but it's just when I watch a small bit of my footage and I'm yelling at this point, and I'm like, well, shit, I've recorded for 4 hours on Dark Souls, and I yelled and possibly got loud at certain points. Certain times I yell and I aim away from the mic like this. I look away and speak a little louder so it's still clear. But sometimes I yell right into it, and because of the suppression filter thing, whatever I had on it, it was trying to suppress and just crack and pop, and just it was an awful sound. It's not pretty. But yeah, I think that's all I got for you guys. I do appreciate it. Like I said, people put up with it, and I apologize, because I know I don't really try too hard on great, like I'm mainly just trying to put up gameplay. I don't do anything special, nothing fancy, and sometimes it's not always that funny. Not everything I do is entertaining, and not everything I do is entertaining. Yeah, I don't know. It's just some stuff is funny, some stuff is just not even funny. It's just gameplay with an annoying guy talking over it. Your opinion. I never said I was funny. I just like to do this shit for chills, fun, and having a good time. But I get really annoyed when I do something recording wise and things don't pan out. I got frustrated with Kingdom Hearts because when I kept the songs in, that caused me a lot of issues to try to edit out that I did not have the footage for anymore, so I couldn't fix it. So some parts of Kingdom Hearts might be blocked worldwide, or at least the beginning and the end. And at least that for 2. I think 2 I cut it out. I made sure to turn it off, or I actually cut the ending right before the music. But yeah, I get frustrated when audio things like that happen because in Kingdom Hearts, to go back to it, I did have a horrible delay. Luckily, I caught it, so that the entire session wasn't completely destroyed and ruined by delayed audio. So I hate when crap like that happens. You know, sometimes tech stuff you're just not aware of because you're just like, you know, everything's already set and ready to go, and you go to do it, and it's just not happening. It doesn't work. But yeah, expect that in the future. Mainly the Dark Souls 2 series once that actually starts. Dark Souls 2 will now, of course, be uploaded until the first one is finished being uploaded. Already, first one is all done, as you can tell by me saying I'm in the second one. And the second one will be finished even before the uploading of it happens. So any tips or any things of like, hey, can you fix it? I can't. It's all done and done. It's all been recorded for the last half month now. So I do apologize, like I said. I can't stress that enough that I am sorry. I really am. I hate when that crap happens. Frustrates the hell out of me. And the fact that a lot of my footage of things has happened like that, it just kind of just it throws me for like a mental just annoying loop. It just frustrates me because it's like, you know, I don't really keep any high standards, you can tell from the channel. I literally just throw from what I stream onto this, but I like to think that I can keep myself at a somewhat average to somewhat below average quality to where it's like, look, I just want it to be watchable and listenable. That's all I care about. You know, if it could be watchable in the sense of you can see the footage, and listenable as you could hear everybody talk clearly, or at least for the most part. I can't control John and Brandon or whoever else I have on microphone, but at least decent enough that you can hear them. That's all I care about. I don't want poppy, scratchy, distorted, or whatever distorted fucking shitty mess that is that, and I don't want 5-year-old squeaker kids screaming into the microphone. No, like I don't want that kind of stuff. I don't want terrible tech problems. You know, I try to put out something subpar that's, you know, it works. That's so when things don't work out, it sucks. And the fact is that I can't go back and re-record all of Dark Souls 2 because I mentally don't have it in me to do that game again with the fixed audio after what you guys will see in that time, because that game kicked my ass. It has been kicking my ass. I have actually been pushing through pretty damn well. The beginning was kicking my ass, but yeah, like there are parts where, of course, frustration sets in. You can tell there's frustration, you know, because it's a tough game that you're 1 minute doing good, next thing it's just pounding your asshole over and over and over and over like it's your bitch on prom night. So it's not good times. It's not good times. So, so the fact is I can't go back, and I hate that. In Devil May Cry 1, I had fun from the start of it, but the ending was pounded and pounded just like I would. And it wasn't even the game's fault. I try not to blame the games usually. Now that I'm not saying I never do. I try to blame myself for not being good enough to do things, and I feel like I was missing a lot of points and a lot of things of what I was supposed to do that should have been pretty, you know, open and easy for someone like me to see, and I wasn't catching it. So there were times where I was struggling in Devil May Cry, but for the most part I went through pretty well until the end. The final fight, the entire final section, I think, was the roughest part, so it might be hard to watch for people who are pros at the game and don't like to see a guy fail and get angry over and over. And also, it was kind of annoying because my friends were playing a game, and I don't know why I even stayed in the Discord, because they were talking Dark Souls, because they were playing Dark Souls 3, and I'm sitting there trying to commentate. I happened at the last session of Rogue Trooper, so if you guys don't like the way that played out, I apologize. I didn't like the way that the last session that will be. When you guys see it, you'll understand what I mean. I know I'm way ahead of myself because it's probably going to be a couple weeks before you actually see the ending sessions, but yeah, I didn't really like how that went because it's like me just kind of sitting there commenting slightly and then them just Dark Souls this, Dark Souls that, talking about that, and just like, yeah, I didn't like that, but I'll put it up anyway because I want to put up the series, or not the series, but I want to put up Devil May Cry series, so eventually I got to put up one. And Rogue Trooper, I definitely just want to put it up because it was a fun little playthrough. At least the start of it was actually pretty good. It was an average game, wasn't anything over the top, but it wasn't anything terrible except for the ending, which I think I could have probably have done better, let's be honest. But I don't know. It's turned into a rant thing again, and I know it, and it always does. It's just because I want to like try to get every point across what's going on in my head, and it doesn't work out. It never does. I don't know. Plus, it's like almost 2 in the morning when I'm doing this, and this will probably be uploaded right after I'm done recording this. Or it might not even be uploaded. Who knows? I tried to do an update video the other day. Didn't get uploaded. I just deleted it because I was like, well, you know, I didn't like the way it went, and for some reason it was almost an hour long, and I didn't like that because that was just a really, really long rant of shit. A lot of stuff that didn't make sense, and some of this probably didn't make sense either. But yeah, I do appreciate it. Like I said, you guys watching, chilling, hanging out, listening, all that good stuff from the streams to the channel on YouTube here, and enjoying the videos that I post. I try to get at least 1-2 a day. Lately, it's what I've been trying to go for, but sometimes when you don't have the content or anything recorded that happens, it stops. But for the most part, I'm trying to keep in a good flow of it for right now. Of course, like I've always said, every time I do these update videos, or at least for a good chunk of videos, I try to say, if you guys have any questions, need me to answer, whether they're gaming questions that I might not be able to answer, to things you want to know. I always like to do Q&As every once in a while, as well as if you have suggestions for games, things you want to see in the future, and all that good stuff. Just know that my PC isn't super powerful, so PC games, if they're only strictly PC games, might be harder. I have a PS4, I can do PS4, and I have a Switch, I can do a Switch game. I do plan down the line to get a Wii U, so I can play Wii and Wii U games. Hopefully we can do that Zelda thing that I said in a previous update video, because I do plan to play through the Zelda games, and I've never played through Skyward Sword or Wind Waker, and then eventually lead into Breath of the Wild on the Switch. And I will also be playing, of course, through Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I will hopefully, I know that the music in those Zelda games, constantly Nintendo is hitting with strikes. Nintendo doesn't like that crap, but I'm going to try my best to upload them, because I know when I was in the middle of uploading Twilight Princess, I kind of stopped. So you might see Twilight Princess return down the line when we get to it. But I might re-record and upload Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask, because the last time I played those games, I had a shitty PC thing set up, so the quality was all shit, and my microphone was terrible, and it was a jumbled mess. So you might see those again happening down the line again, as well as anything else random that I might be able to pull out of my ass when having a Wii U and a Wii, and having a little bit of money to spend, but I probably won't have a lot. But when I see something that looks like a gem of a game to record and stream, God, I love playing average, below average, and hidden gems. They're very fun sometimes. Shitty games are fun to play until you are trying to actually beat them. Then it turns into a hell because of their mechanics might be what make it shitty. That's what happened with Kane and Lynch. You guys won't see that, but whenever I get to uploading, showing the video, of course I'm probably going to cut out all the anger that the ending of Kane and Lynch 2 gave me and John, but on stream people could see that that was terrible. But yeah, good. That's all for me. I would probably stop this now before it goes on any longer than about 20 minutes. So, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, any suggestions you guys want to see? PC, PS4, Switch, eventually the Wii U/Wii, and possibly PS2, maybe? I might be able to get my hands on some PS2 games, depending on the rarity, because if it's super rare and it's super expensive, I'm probably not going to be able to get it, but we'll see. And yeah, that's all I got. Thank you guys so much, And again, I apologize, and I'll see you guys next time.